It's a last-ditch effort to save a century-old building in Danville, but city leaders have the final say, and they plan to tear it down.
That's right. Advocates for saving the Bresee Tower have been making noise since the city took ownership. That happened about 2 weeks ago. Investigative reporter Renee Cooper has been following this story. So, Renee, have new redevelopment plans surfaced?
Well, McLeod, the city has not been presented with a formal plan to reimagine this 12-story building in several years, but there has been interest from investors. I talked to one such developer today, and leaders at nonprofit preservation group Landmarks Illinois say now that the city owns it, leaders have a civic duty to present all possible options for the future of the tower. Landmarks Illinois Advocacy Manager Quinn Adamowski says the redevelopment of the tallest building in Vermilion County is still doable. The nonprofit placed the Bresee Tower on its list of most endangered historic places back in 2012. 10 years later, he addressed a letter to Danville City Council, asking them to explore more than demolition.
If the city of Danville issued an RFP, like a legitimate RFP, and if no one came forward with an interest in redeveloping it. Okay, you did the right thing, and not every building can be saved.
The city hasn't put out an RFP or request for proposal. That's a formal process governments use to attract and vet interested developers. And Danville didn't have the option to do so until it took over ownership 2 weeks ago. Mayor Ricky Williams Jr. told me he will not be issuing an RFP. He said, quote, if professional people who specialize in this work couldn't obtain a developer when the building was in much better condition, what expectation does a city have in doing so?
It's, I would argue, unrealistic to ask a developer to put together blueprints and drawings and a complete proposal and all the why as a developer would I do that when there has been no RFP issued, there's no guarantee.
The mayor says demolition has been the backup plan since the building went dormant in 2005.
I have met with probably 6 potential investors.
And without a formal plan in hand, he's ready to tear it down and move on. There was one such plan in 2017.
We were denied.
Scott Henry is an executive with affordable housing developer Celadon Partners, LLC, based in Chicago. Henry provided a floor plan and cost estimates to the former mayor, Scott Eisenhower, in 2017.
We can save this building.
Those conversations started back up years later with Mayor Williams.
He made it pretty clear that the board was not going to accept it.
The mayor says he said the council wouldn't be interested in Section 8 housing, but they'd probably consider senior or other affordable housing if, quote, we had a lot of questions answered and they provided us with a solid plan, including financing and design.
This is not public housing. It doesn't mean that we may not have a tenant that has a Section 8 voucher. We can't turn those people away. But it's really meant to be people that are, they pay their rent.
Celadon Properties has a track record of wonderful adaptive reuse projects.
Without an RFP, Henry has no plans to move forward with another proposal.
If I can do anything to be supportive of just saving the building, period, even if it means that I don't get to do the project, that's fine. I think it would just be a tragedy to see that building demolished.
Now, Henry did send me an updated breakdown of how the project would be funded today in 2022, estimating a $4 million commitment is likely what they need from the city. The mayor estimates demolition would cost closer to $2.5 to $3 million. Now, since the building is on the National Register of Historic Places, a further review process may be triggered, and Adamowski says that could require a formal proposal process at the time. In the meantime, if you live in and around Danville, we want to hear what you think. Is it worth a last-ditch effort to save the Bresee Tower? Email us at target3@wcia.com.